All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Slow. Hey, 319. 319.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Taylor. That's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They needed 15. They got 16 and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The gun, it's Taylor. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Matt Bryant, who spent 4 seasons in a Buccaneer uniform. This will be, 38 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st down, McLean. And a catch right side by Evans. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
To throw on second down. McLean. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the gun on third down. McLean. He's got Evans. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And his throw here is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. McLean caught left side. It's Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
From the gun, McLean. Throw left side complete. It's done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looking to throw on second down. McLean. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Detroit.
Looking to throw. McLean steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st and 10, McLean. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down, McLean. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. McClain dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Watch him now, Barney!
From the gun, McClain. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. McClain. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
319. 319.
Freeman again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McLean on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Taylor out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 1st down, McLean. Flushed out right, and they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLean. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Gone! Detroit! Over!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Looking to throw. McLean. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Two-jet.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor rolling to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Let's face it, if you love football, you love the contact we just saw there. He really lowered the boom on him, but how about him holding on to the football? I can tell he's an XDB.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. Accelerating, and off he goes. goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Z.
Now Taylor operating from the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. One last shot for Taylor. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
you